Welcome to FSD TV. I'm your host, Mark Sonny, and today we have someone from my home school, Parks Junior High. He's a great teacher and a good friend. His name's Matt Stricker, and today he's going to show you a full body workout you can do right at home. So Matt, take it away.
Hey everybody, I'm Coach Stricker. I'm the physical conditioning teacher at Parks Junior High School. Today I'm going to teach you how to get a great exercise routine that's a full body workout in a short amount of time, right from the comfort of your own living room. So let's get started. Every sixth day in my conditioning class, my students go through a 10-station circuit training workout. Circuit training is simply an exercise routine that's high intensity, that's going to combine cardiovascular endurance activities, which are going to elevate your heart rate, along with muscular activities that are going to strengthen all the different muscle groups. For your bang for your buck, it's probably the best workout you can get. Normally, when we complete the circuit, we're in a weight room, so we have access to a bunch of different equipment that we can use. But the great thing about circuit training is that you don't need all that fancy equipment. You can do a circuit training routine at your house with things you have just lying around your room. So let me show you what you're going to need today. All you're going to need is a sturdy chair, a soccer ball or a basketball or a volleyball or anything like that. Your backpack, I know that sounds weird, but it's going to make sense in a moment. And also maybe a yoga mat because you're going to be down on the floor for quite a bit of the workout. So here's how circuit training actually works. You're going to perform an exercise, as many reps of that exercise as you can for 25 seconds. Then you're going to get a 10-second break. After your break, you're going to perform the exact same exercise again for another 25 seconds, as many repetitions as you can. Then you're going to get a 30-second break. During that break, you're going to be able to rest and prepare for the next exercise that's coming up. Once your break is over, you're right back at it. A new exercise, 25 seconds on, 10 seconds off. 25 seconds on, and then you're going to get your 30-second break to prepare for the next exercise. We're just going to continue that pattern until we get through all 10 exercises of the circuit till the circuit is complete. So now let's learn the exercises. And yes, order does matter. We don't want to put all of the leg exercises right next to each other. We want to evenly distribute the exercises throughout the workout so that you're not fatiguing your leg muscles all at once or fatiguing your arm muscles all at once. So make sure, you might even want to write this down so that you have the order of the exercises as you complete them. We're going to start off with push-ups. So if you have your yoga mat on the ground, we're just going to get down to the ground and get in a good push-up position. A push-up position is going to have my hands right underneath my shoulders. I'm going to use my toes as a pivot point and make sure my body is in a straight line. I don't want to sag my hips like this. I don't want to throw my hips up in the air like this. I want to make sure there's a straight line from my shoulders all the way to my heels. Simply bend my elbows, bring my chest to the ground, and extend all the way back up. Now you're probably going to get tired throughout the course of this circuit workout, so what you could do is change your pivot point to modify the push-ups. All you're going to do is change your pivot point from your toes to your knees. Once your knees are on the ground, you're going to do the exact same movement. Bend your arms, make sure your hips also fall to the ground, and you have a modified push-up that's going to be a lot easier than the regular push-up. In this next exercise, we're going to work the abductor muscles down here in our legs near our hip flexors. In order to do that, we're going to do kind of an awkward exercise that I always tell my students is a little bit weird to do in class, but luckily for you, you're in the privacy of your own home, so it doesn't even matter. So let's do these single leg lateral raises, and I'm going to show you how. Lay down your yoga mat, use your arm as your pillow, and put your body in a straight line. Simply take the leg that's on top, lift it as high as you can without bending your knee, and then put it back down as high as you can and back down. Make sure you don't bring it forward, make sure you don't turn backwards, but stay right on your side, up and down. And when you finish on that side, for 25 seconds, in the second 25 seconds of the circuit, you're just gonna switch sides and do the same thing with the opposite leg. For the next exercise, we're going to work the core muscles, specifically some of these abdominal muscles in the midsection. To do that, we're going to stay on the ground and we're going to perform some planks. The way we're going to do our planks, it's called forearm planks. So I'm going to have my toes on the ground and I'm going to rest my body weight on my forearms, just like this. A couple things to remember when you do this though. You want to make sure your body is in a more or less a straight line. You don't want to be up in the air like this in a pike position, nor do you want your lower body on the ground. Instead, you're going to lift up your hips. Make sure that your pelvis is not tilted kind of away from you, but instead tuck your hips underneath you and make sure that you don't have that what we call an anterior pelvic tilt. We kind of want our pelvis posted in a posterior sort of tilt instead. So I'm here, I'm gonna stay here for 20 seconds, then I'll get my 10-second break and I'll do this once again for those 25 seconds. For this next exercise, you're gonna need your backpack. Kind of weird, right? But I know you have your backpack at home because you're a student. So, and I've felt some of your backpacks before, so please make sure your backpack is not too heavy. Some of you guys bring your whole life with you in your backpack. So we want our backpack to be probably around 10 pounds or maybe even a little bit lighter than that. So put things in, take things out, just to make sure it's a comfortable amount of weight. Then what we're gonna actually do is use our backpack to do some bicep curls. How we're gonna do that is we're gonna grab the strap of the backpack, just like this. Then we're gonna hold the backpack down at my waist. I'm gonna make sure that my elbows stay nice and tucked into my side. I don't want my elbows to extend out. Really, really important, we gotta make sure we keep our back straight. When there's too much weight in the backpack, people tend to bend their back like this, which is really tough on the lumbar spine down here, and we wanna make sure we keep our back safe. So, we're gonna grab the straps of the backpack, stand nice and tall, keep my elbows tucked in, and I'm just gonna bend my elbows so that only my lower arms move, and bring this backpack up towards my shoulders and back down. Up, back down, up, and back down. Notice there's none of this type of movement, and the only part of my arms that are moving are actually my lower arms. My upper arms just stay in the same spot. This next exercise might be the toughest one we do in the circuit. These are called non-pressing burpees. In a traditional burpee, we actually have to incorporate a push-up as well, but because we already did push-ups in our circuit, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna do something called non-pressing burpees, and let me show you what those are. You're gonna start in a standing position, then you're going to lower yourself down to the floor, sort of in a jumping type of a manner like this. And once you get here, you're gonna make sure your feet are all the way extended behind you. Then you're gonna kick your feet back towards your hands, stand up, and jump, all right? So we don't have to do the push-up. If you're used to doing regular burpees, no push-up required. Just make sure you get down to the ground, kick your legs out, legs back underneath you, jump as high as you can with your arms above your head, and that'll complete your non-pressing burpee.